All right, I'm now back. I'm back for data management. Data management. When you talk about data management, we're talking about an organized way to record, store, and retrieve data. Yeah, it's associated with pre-testing, in-process testing, and post-testing of the information. Okay, data is delicate. Yeah, for people can change it, and that can have serious effects. So data is something we need to keep safely, actually under key and lock, because it's delicate. It's something which we shouldn't play around with. Okay, so there's that organized way we can record, store, and retrieve our data, and all those make up what we call the data management altogether. Okay, so under this we are going to concentrate more on the data life cycle. Yeah, the data life cycle. Here we're saying the different activities concerning data management can be structured in the so-called data life cycle. We're going to look at that data life cycle, which helps us to know what, when you're dealing with data, the process you go through. Yeah, the steps you go through while dealing with the data. Okay, the data life cycle. The data life cycle is a conceptual tool which helps to understand the 10 different steps that data management follows, from data generation to knowledge creation. Recall the end product of the information you're looking out is to create knowledge. Okay, so it incorporates or it's made up of planning and collection of data, quality assurance, metadata creation, submission, preservation, discovery, integration, analysis, and publication. Okay, those are the elements which make up our 10 steps of the data life cycle. This is publication, and N is missing here. Okay, we should add it. Alright, so that's the data life cycle. That's the data life cycle. You propose what you want to find out, you collect the data, you assure, you describe, you submit, you preserve, you discover, you interpret, you analyze, you publish. Yeah, those are the components. There are 10. There are 10 elements. When time allows, we'll go through each. We'll go deeper into each of them when time allows. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to briefly look at some of these elements. Okay. So data management refers to, when you talk about data management, we're talking about how to manage the incoming and outgoing information, establish standards for gathering information. Recall we earlier talked about how we collect the data using the questionnaires and then the interviews. Yeah. So you think about all those when you're dealing or when you're planning your data management, how you're going to ensure privacy and confidentiality of the information. Okay, privacy and confidentiality. Let me talk more about that. Actually, there are privacy and confidential measures, or there should always be privacy and confidential measures in place. Yeah, altogether. Because recall, most of the information you're getting is personal. Altogether, you need to assure the people you're collecting data from that their privacy and confidentiality is paramount. Altogether, actually, you have to have consent or to get consent from people before you're collecting the information. They have to accept, and they accept after knowing that you're going to keep well the information. You're not going to disclose them. Altogether, some of you you have friends who are good at rumor mongering. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right word to say. You say, this person told me this. Hey, this person told me this about you. This person told me that you're so on bed. This girl told me, you girl, you can borrow everything. Yeah, This girl told me this person told me this. Yeah, that shouldn't happen with the data. You shouldn't say that this information, I got this information from this person, unless when the person has agreed. And that's mean with the quantitative data. Whereby you say this statement I got from this person, you do that only when the person has agreed. But the ideal is you leave it closed. You present the information, but no one can tell who's gave you the information. Rather, you can just say, I got this information from my respondent. You don't need to say that the respondent was Jagulan together. Yeah. So if you give or you make people know that, then they will freely give you the information. Yeah. So recall this, there are some studies which are sensitive. We talk about personal life, where the person has a side dish together. Yeah. When the person has some diseases altogether. So if you don't ensure those people that you're going to keep that information confidentially, and you're going to protect their image, they won't give you accurate information altogether. I've been lucky enough that I've been part of several data analysis. And you go to the field, you're gathering or you're looking out for information about a disease, a serious disease, let's say HIV/AIDS altogether. You ask people whether they are HIV positive or negative. Altogether, a person won't tell you the truth if they're not too sure of how you're going to protect their privacy. Altogether. So if a person is very sure, then they will give you the information. Altogether. And one way is, like I said, you don't ask for people's names. In most cases, you don't need to ask for their names, unless otherwise. But in most cases, you don't ask for their names. And when you're presenting, you don't pinpoint that these people are out of our 10 respondents or out of our 100 respondents, 2 had HIV/AIDS. Yeah, and this way, this one and that one. Okay. Out of our 100 the respondents, 5 were drunkards. And these drunkards were Chagulani, Peter, Chagulani, Sentam. How together? You just say 5 people were drunkards out of the 100. You don't need to tell us who were the drunkards. How together? Yeah, so why is it important to manage well the data? And why is data management important? One, it ensures quality results. When the data is well managed, it will give you quality results. Results which are free from bias, which are free from fake inputs. Altogether, there are some people who collect data and after they go and sit under mango trees or in their hostels or anywhere, and then they start ticking. That can be streamlined when you're planning how you're going to manage your data, how you're going to ensure the quality of your data. There are people like that. If you're going to use people, research assistants, people who are going to help you collect information, you have to ensure that they actually go to the field. Me, when I have people I'm sent to the field, I have to monitor them. I put a supervisor. Yeah, some people are crazy. You give them money to collect information, they sit and they start taking. A person gets 4 kind of pens: a big, nice clear, ball pen, which other one is there, and that other one, they start taking one questionnaire, they tick. He uses another hand to confuse you, like this. They do what? They do several things how together, but that comes out if you didn't clearly give this attention. But if you give it attention, that means you're going to sit down there. People who help you out to collect the information, you take them through what you want and each and everything. You do the pre-tests, to ensure to see if the questions really are answering what you want to get. Yeah, you pull out those questions that you think are useless, you add some questions that you think are missing, and several other things. Okay. Yeah, so it enables detailed tracking and troubleshooting. I was just talking about pre-testing. This happens mainly under the pre-testing. A pre-testing happens if you test out a tool. I have my questionnaire, I've designed it. Interview guide, I want to see if my questionnaire will give me the information I need altogether. Yeah, and whether people can use it repeatedly and gives the same kind of information. To do that, I can pre-test. Pre-test is I try it out on a few elements. Okay, if people find some questions confusing, then I will go and troubleshoot that. I will go and rectify that, and I put questions which people can understand. Altogether, if I find that some questions students can't, the respondents can't understand them, so what I do is I change the questions, or I replace with other questions. Altogether, I find some things are not favorable for, or some answers don't clearly apply to the question. That's under the close-ended questions. I work out on that. I can do that if I pretest. But if you don't pretest, you find out those mistakes when you study the actual data collection. Actually, when you're analyzing, and at times it's too late. You can't go back if you rectify it. You can't do anything. So the data management brings out that many under the pretesting process. We are then talk about the reproduction of results later. That all this depend mainly on the quality of the tool you're going to use, for which the quality is handled or is catered for under data management. Okay, components of data management. Here you can talk about what is involved in data management. In what parts of the process is it especially important to collect data? How can we ensure that the data we collect is organized so we can find it when we need it? That's some of the things we can talk about. Okay. Here we want to talk about sharing data. This applies more for the organizations, which collect data, but they would wish to have other people use it. Okay. So this can make more sense. I took a case of a healthy data collection or healthy research, where we are collecting data of health purpose. Okay. So for such cases, all the data is kept in the lab. Results are only shared with the original clients. As per the study. Those people, in the study, when you're designing your study, you streamline who's to get the information, and it's only those that receive the data. Okay, and others. Okay, so we can have a simple reflection. What does data management mean? What are the different components of data management in the life cycle of the sample? And for aggregating the data, what work does your lab need to do in this area? Okay, but let's generalize this. Let's generalize this. Okay, let's generalize this. My simple assignment will be, what work does your lab need to do? Okay, this question, let's not reflect on that. Okay, let's not reflect on that. So my simple assignment for you is to explain for me clearly the data life cycle. The data life cycle imperates. I want you to explain in more details the different components of the data life cycle. Okay. So we've said data life cycle. Let me pick out this. Okay, I want you to respond to this. I want you to respond to this. I want you to respond to this. Data life cycle is a conceptual tool which helps to understand 10 different steps that data management follows from data generation to knowledge creation. Okay. Clearly explain in details these different steps. Alright, that's my assignment for you. It's part of our coursework. I'll be putting a quiz. Yeah, but this is our assignment. Actually, I'll even put it in our platform. I'll put it in our platform. Alright, I'll put it in our platform. Alright. Thank you very much. Thank you.